Broadcasting live from the Business RadioX studios in Atlanta, Georgia, it's time for High Velocity Radio.
Lee Cantor here, another episode of High Velocity Radio, and this is going to be a good one. Today on the show, we have Delphine Carter with Boulo Solutions. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Lee.
Well, I'm excited to learn what you're up to. Tell us a little bit about Boulo. How are you serving folks?
Yeah, so Boulo connects women, mostly moms, to companies that really value a woman's influence in the workplace, where they prioritize diversity and promote a flexible work culture above all else.
So how did you come up with this idea? How did it come about?
I mean, it's like a lot of solutions that are out there is a pain point for me specifically. So I am a mom of two, and I've always been incredibly career focused. There were times when my kids were younger where I was driving around on two wheels. I was that person that cut out in front of you and was just trying to get to where I needed to go so quickly that I just felt like I was going crazy trying to do this full-time job and be the mom that I thought I should be. And so I thought there's just got to be a different way. And I also at the same time was meeting moms on the ball field when I was with my kids who were trying really hard to get back into the workforce. And they had amazing skills that I knew I needed where I worked, but I couldn't access them. And so my thought was, this is insane. We should be able to have flexible job opportunities. There are these incredible women that aren't surfacing on LinkedIn or ZipRecruiter or any of these others because their resumes have some gaps, look a little bit different. So let me just try and hack this together. I reached out to my network of peers that own businesses and were looking to hire people and said, I've got these great moms. Will you just interview them? They've got these soft skills that really will help you move forward. And I just think you'll really value this time with them. And so they'd interview them and decide to hire them. And that's really how the business was born, based on a lot of Excel spreadsheets and asking people for favors.
Now, did the pandemic kind of had a silver lining in the effect that it forced so many people to go remote, where people who are living, working at home, being with their kids, this is not now a hindrance anymore. This is just a way of doing business. So was that kind of an unintended consequence that helped you launch?
So we launched about a year before COVID. And I will actually say, as sad as it is, I will say that we were doing better before COVID because almost 2 million women had to step out of the workforce during COVID because of childcare responsibilities and life responsibilities. And there was actually a new study that was released that said, from the National Law Center, it was an analysis that was done that said that it would take 28 months of job gains to get women back to where they need to be in the workforce. So the great thing for our business is, yes, if you are a woman who's struggling finding childcare because 40% of them closed and now there's wait lists that are 18 months long, I can find you a flexible job. That's great. But we really just need more moms to be able to feel comfortable getting back into work and that they're knowing their children are in a safe place.
Now, is the work that you help your clients get, are they full-time positions? Are they contract positions? Or are they a combination?
Yeah, all of the above. So we expanded into full-time during COVID because we met so many women that were working full-time and said, I can't do this. I need something that allows me a little bit more flexibility. And flexibility isn't just remote, right? There's flexibility in hours, there's flexibility in culture. And so we shifted to include full-time. And so now we do almost majority full-time placements, but we also do part-time and contract.
So now, any type of marketplace that that exists it's like a chicken and an egg. You have to have the people, you have to have the jobs. How do you kind of manage that?
Yeah, you kind of summarized my daily struggle really nicely. So we're a two-sided marketplace. We've got to grow the number of women, and then we also have to make sure that we have job opportunities for them when they come to us, so that they keep coming. It's just it's a daily balance of trying to work our messaging, tweak our messaging to draw more people in. I will say that COVID helped in the sense that many companies are focusing heavily on diversity. So they recognize, they kind of peek their heads up and we're like, uh-oh, we're all men. And so they've reached out to us to say, we need some of the skills that we know women can bring to the table. We know that women, studies have shown that 89% of American workers think that working moms in leaderships bring out the best in their employees. And so these studies are now being broadcast. And so businesses are saying, yep, I'm coming to you to find those women. The more jobs that we have, the more we can post, and then the more women come in. And so it's almost like a flywheel.
Now, do you have a specialty? Do you focus on a certain niche? Is it, or do you are you industry agnostic?
Yeah, we are industry agnostic. Our sweet spot, like, you always talk about your buyer persona. Our buyer persona is a company that's on the smaller side. They typically have less than 100 employees. Those companies tend to be in the software sector. So we've got a great ability to help tech companies that just receive funding, for example, or are close to it or looking to hire with a jump team. But we also work with a lot of professional services businesses that need extra support. So our niche is definitely small businesses seeking somebody to help with financial support, administrative, project management, marketing for sure. That's one of our biggest ones. Sales, customer success.
Now,
so those are the experts that we're placing with them.
Now, as part of your culture, you don't look at the people that you're placing as necessarily clients or employees. You're looking at them as members. Why use the word member?
We wanted it to be a place that felt inclusive, to where they felt like there was a community of them. So if I join Boulo, or if I come to Boulo's website and I start entering my information, I wanted them to feel like somebody was being their champion and that they belonged to a larger community. Because a good part of what we do is helping women understand how to talk about themselves. So if they took some time off, they weren't just being mothers, they were contributing in their community through leadership, through influence, in so many ways that really can be translated into skills that a business will want. And so we are their advocate. We guide them in how to speak about themselves. And so they are members. We're part of one big community. We're over 1,700 strong at this point, and growing every day.
Now, do you have maybe an example you can share with how a client maybe was struggling searching for talent, or the right talent, you were able to come in and help them kind of get what they needed and maybe take them to a new level that they didn't even think possible?
Yeah, we just got notice that one of our women just got promoted to a director level. She came to us as a mom who had stepped out of the workforce to focus on raising her kids. And she had stayed active in the community, had great skills. But she didn't really even believe in herself. There's some studies that show that after 11 months on maternity leave, women lose confidence in their capabilities. And so we said, you know what, you've got all the soft skills to apply for this customer success role at a local technology company. She's like, no. I've never done anything like that. It's tech. I'm not a tech person. And we're like, no, try it. So we spoke to the business. They'd interviewed a number of people on their own. They'd gone on all the typical job boards, couldn't find the right person. We got them together, and it just has been a match in heaven. She has steadily risen through the ranks. She's set up their entire customer support system. Technology has never been a barrier, even though that's really what she thought it was going to be. And so this woman has become a key part of their management team. And we constantly hear from them the value, and they come back for more talent from us, for more members. So that's the average client that we have fills at least 2 roles with us. So we're really proud of that. It just shows what our mothers are capable of.
Now, here at Business RadioX, we work on several shows that are women-oriented shows that serve the women business community. And something that I hear over and over is that a lot of women kind of self-select out And that example that you just shared, the instinct was to kind of self-select out, but you helped kind of encourage them to go for it. How much of that kind of coaching is part of this membership? Like, is there a community where there are those opportunities to encourage and to maybe alleviate some of the fear, to help a woman take that step and go kind of boldly forward?
Yeah, we do have people that reach out to us that are filling out their application and just say, I don't have the right words to use. I don't know what words to use to show that I'm valuable. But a lot of what we hear even before that is the onboarding process itself. It takes about 20 minutes to fill out. Like, it is not just go on LinkedIn and fill out a bunch of dates and some bullet points. They are talking about how they exhibit leadership. They were talking about how they exhibit influence. And so there's 5 key traits that businesses like to see and really value. And so when they are filling this out, it gives them the time for introspection and understanding what it is they want to do and what they feel confident and really enjoy doing, because that's one of the things we ask: what fills you up? But yes, what our next goal really on the platform is to be able to do coach matching. So if we have somebody whose goal is to become Google Analytics expert or Salesforce expert, that we can help them not only find the training to that through partnerships, but also find them the coach that can help them get there.
Now, any advice for the companies out there that haven't used you but should? Like, what is some of the kind of an easy way to start a relationship with Boulo?
Yeah, it's super easy to go to our website. It's Boulo, Boulo, solutions.com. You fill out like a 3-4 question form. It's not asking a whole lot. And we'll reach out and just make sure that we can help you and help explain why we think we're really the perfect company to get you some really committed and loyal team members. But it's a very simple process. We commit to having you resumes within the first week after talking, of course, for your typical roles. If you want the C# developer who has 25 years experience, that's going to be a different persona, of course. But yeah, we've got a database that we can pull from quickly. We vet them for you, so you're not spending your precious time as a business owner or as a business leader going through unqualified resumes. We get through everybody, make sure they're a culture fit and a skills fit, and send them your way.
So now for you, what's the most rewarding part of this adventure you're on?
It's hearing the women's stories. It's why I built it. It's hearing women say, I feel like I've got a part of myself back that I thought I'd lost. Before this job, I looked in the mirror, wasn't sure who I was. So it's hearing the women's stories of the self-confidence that they get from being back into the workforce. And then also every time a business comes back to hire another person or to post another job with us, it makes me happy that they are seeing the value of these women. It's really just seeing the full circle.
Now, one more time, the website.
Boulo Solutions, Boulo solutions.com.
Well, congratulations on all the success, and you're doing important work, and we appreciate you.
Oh, well, thank you for that. I appreciate the community that's supporting us.
All right, this is Lee Cantor. We'll see you all next time on High Velocity Radio.